After the Supreme Court's ruling, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has totally complied and declared that the old 200 Naira, 500 Naira, 1,000 Naira remain legal tender till December 31st, 2023. While Nigerians react to the verdict expressing their dissatisfaction, they lamented that this is coming late from both the Supreme Court and CBN after the terrible sufferings it had caused since the occasion of the Naira redesign policy. Our correspondent Victoria Ayorinde, who took to the streets, sampled the opinions of some Abuja residents and reports.
In the last 2 months, Nigerians have experienced hardship and some lives were lost as a result of the cash crunch. Recall that President Muhammadu Buhari proposed 31st January 2023 as the deadline for legal tender of old currency notes, which was later extended by 10 days, February 10th, and further grants old 200 Naira a legal tender till April 10th. As tension continued to rise over the scarcity of cash, commercial banks with other cash outlets also complains of cash crunch as this affects everyone. Some say this is not the right time for the CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele to come up with a declaration, as Nigerians have suffered a lot trying to adapt to the new system despite the hardship, and bringing back the old Naira notes will cause a setback as at when the deadline will be due.
They came very late. They did not come early at all because they've already stressed us. I came into town some days ago and it took me like 600 Naira to get me here, only to go to the bank and they gave me old notes. As you can see, look at it, old notes. So now I'll have to take a lot of stress going back to my area, because I know when I present this to a normal cab driver, he might not want to get it out of my own hand. He will ask me to go and get something else here. So they have to, I think, create a disciplinary committee so that whenever you give this money, since it's Nigerians that are spending the money and it's a Nigerian note, if I give it out to somebody, the person doesn't take it, I should be able to arrest that person with the police.
It's really affecting the society at large. Use the old notes now is very difficult, and because they are no longer collecting it, So I think for him coming back to say they should start using an old notes now is seriously going to affect so many people in the society.
Others with divergent views say CBN should do a follow-up for the declaration to see that banking system works appropriately, ensure cash availability and a successful mobile transaction.
We have not had a difficult time like this, where people have money, they couldn't go and exchange their money, or they couldn't get the value for money. The whole cashless policy become chaos in Nigeria.
We are going around circles. Let's have a policy that works. If we are using the old money, let's know we are using the old money. If it's not going to be in use, let's know it's not going to be in use. Let's not keep running around circles, and at the end of the day, it's the people that actually suffer. The CBN has much more to do, not just giving an order. They have to stick to what they are saying. So if they give this order right now and they are not releasing the same old money, or even the new one, it's not in circulation, then the suffering continues. The most important thing is having networks to be able to do your transfers, your transactions, not having money hanging up and down. CBN has told us it wants to go cashless, so we understand. But at the same time, they should also try and improve on so many things. If there's a declined transaction, let there be a reversal immediately to the account holders. The CBN it's not doing its oversight duties, it's not doing its regulatory functions at all.
With the legal tender of old currency, Nigerians hope that this will bring about cash flow and hardship for the people to return back to their day-to-day activities across the country.